Good morning, Maranatha Bible Church. This is Luke with you for your last part of the series that we're in for our daily devotions of honoring God with our bodies. We've talked about almost every body part that we can honor God with, and the last one that I want to talk to you about today is our feet. Our feet. Something you might not know about me, but before I wanted to do ministry or felt called into ministry to teach the Bible or be a part of a church, I was a senior at Akron University and I was pursuing a biology degree. As soon as I was done getting my biology degree, I was headed off to med school. I wanted to be a medical student. I wanted to be a surgeon. And the funny thing about it is the field that I was desiring to be in was a podiatrist. I wanted to be a foot doctor. And some of you might be sitting there thinking, why would anyone ever want to work on someone's feet? That is so nasty, that is so gross. There's so many other things you could do. Why the foot? And as a 19, 20-year-old kid pursuing the medical field, I did tons of research on what I wanted to do, and I just found it so important, or I found feet to be so important to people's health. I knew that to be a healthy person, you needed to walk, you needed to move, you needed to have healthy, active life to be a healthy person. And the same thing comes into play with our spiritual life. We have to have healthy feet to be a good Christian or a healthy Christian. When you think of feet, you might think of running or moving or being an active, adventurous person with your feet. And when it comes to your spiritual life, you might think of moving and doing and going and serving. And I just want to share this one story in the Bible. It's in Luke chapter 10. And a lot of you have heard it, and maybe if you have or you haven't, I just want to share it just to maybe refresh your mind or to make you think of it in a different way. It says, "Now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving. And she went up to Jesus and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me.'" So there's two people here. There's a woman who's sitting at Jesus' feet. And there's another woman, Martha, who is serving and doing and being active and on her feet. And this is what Jesus said. He said, "The Lord answered her, 'Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken from her.'" So Martha comes up to Jesus and she's almost complaining or angry at her sister. And she says, "Jesus, why is she just sitting there? Why is she just sitting at your feet? We need to be going and doing and serving. You're here. We have to take care of you. We have to go." And Jesus is just looking at her and, "Martha, Martha, you're anxious and you're troubled for nothing." And I just want to challenge you this morning about your feet and about being on your feet. And I just want to ask you, when was the last time you got off your feet? When was the last time you got off of your feet and just embraced and sat at Jesus' feet? To stop worrying about your own feet or your own actions or your own doings, but really just to got off your feet and to focus on Jesus' actions and Jesus' doing and not your own. And I want to ask you, maybe you're not a Christian and you're watching this and you have no idea what this has to do with being a Christian. I just want to tell you that none of your actions, none of your doings, none of your good deeds, none of your timesheet or all the things that you've done this week is going to earn you the right to be a Christian or to be a follower of Jesus. Jesus asks you for one thing. He says to get off your feet, to follow him, to trust in him, and to know that what he did on the cross was good enough for you. Not what you can do or what you think you can do, but what he has already done. And maybe you are a Christian and you've thought about this before, and you've thought, if I need to be a better Christian, I need to do more. I need to serve more. I need to go to church more. I need to read more. I need to help people more, and get on your feet and just do. And I want to challenge you this morning just to get off your feet. Just to get off your feet and really just captivate who Jesus is to you. Just understand what he's done for you, and maybe just hit a reset button this week or maybe even today, and to ask yourself, when was the last time I got off my feet and just knew who Jesus was and just saw who he was and what he's done for you? So I hope this helps. I hope that this series has been a great practical way to honor God with your body. And just once again to recap, to get off your feet, whatever that looks like for you. If you need to take a personal day from work, if you need to go be by yourself alone from your family or your kids or whoever it is, and just to get off your feet and to worship God.